fancy meeting you here. We just wanted to walk in so it would feel just like the old days when shows used to be like in a different part of the world than the one where you lived. That was crazy. Hi guys! Welcome to Rent Party number 7. That's right, I said, welcome to the Rent Party number 7. Welcome to the Rent Party number 7.
7!
There it is. Great. It's so good to see you all. Not that I can see you, but in my heart I can see you. I'm Carsey. Over there's Pat. That right there is Joe. We have Skunk here as well. We have help from Grace and John and Nat. It's a family affair. And we're gonna just play some songs and talk about some things. That's what's happening. We're gonna start with one called Hot Night. It's a hot night and I don't feel like sleeping. I got too much commotion running round my mind. Some kinda second sight. See the meaning of everything with the fever of the free and easy in the summertime. Ain't nobody gonna give it to you. You got to steal it. Ain't nobody gonna live it for you. You better feel it now. It's a hot night. Hear the dogs in the distance. Hear the men coming down the street, picking up the trash, and it sounds like a fist fight, like a squalid existence. But they're singing in the dawning day like nobody asked. Ain't nobody gonna give it to you. You got to steal it. Ain't nobody gonna live it for you. You better feel it now. It's a hot night and I don't feel like sleeping. Lying next to my lover and I can hear his dreams. I feel like rising bread, like a hot house flower, like I'm drunk on whiskey sour down the street in New Orleans. It's a hot night, lying next to my lover, and there's nowhere tomorrow that I need to get. So I say, not quite. Don't take this night away from me. I don't feel like sleeping. I said I don't feel like sleeping. I said I don't feel like sleeping yet. Yeah, music. Hey, we love it. Okay, certainly. Well, it is September apparently, and it's not even that for very much longer. Time really flies when the world is just continually falling apart, doesn't it? Let's see. I've been feeling fairly ferocious lately, though, and this is always a good one going into an election. So sing along with me at home, if you will. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! Walking through the city feeling so ferocious, I could take anyone. You ain't gonna see me run from you, no way, no way. Everything you said to me was so atrocious, you ought to take it back. You're just a bully looking for a fight, but you didn't know that I could be so ferocious. So ferocious. You wake up every morning feeling so malicious, mouth full of sour grapes. When you see a smiling face, it makes you mad, so mad. Everything I ever do is so delicious, I ought to cut a break. When I really contemplate you, I feel sad, so sad. I guess your mama didn't raise you right, and you wanna take it out on me. You're just a bully looking for a fight, but you didn't know that I could be so ferocious. So ferocious. Well, you think you're tough, but before long you see that there ain't no way to live. 'Cause the stuff that makes you strong ain't what you take, it's what you give. I guess your mama didn't raise you right, and you wanna take it out on me. You're just a bully looking for a fight, but you didn't know that I could be so ferocious. So ferocious. So ferocious. Yeah, feeling it. Oh my gosh, you guys. So as some of you may know, I don't know if this is your first rent party. I asked people to invite friends, so hopefully there's a bunch of new people out there in TV land. But if you have been here before, you may already know that what we're trying to do officially is raise the rent for these boys in the band here. Pat's been in my band for 6 years. Joe, you've been in my band for almost 11 years.
Almost. Yeah.
11 years in like a week or something, couple weeks. That's insane. Anyway, and it used to be that we would like go all around the world and play shows, and people would give us money for doing that. What a time, right? And now we don't go around the world and we don't play shows, but we do this one monthly party, and we try to make the rent. So that's what we're doing here. So there's a bunch of ways you can donate, which we would really love, and it sounds like we have already raised a couple hundred buckaroos. That number you see, $32.50, is the combined rent of Joe and Pat. You know, northeastern cities, it's crazy up here. I got somebody messaged me after the last rent party, and they were like, why don't you guys just move to Iowa?
Well.
I mean, he's got a point. There are no gigs anywhere, so I don't know what the difference would be really these days. But we have to assume that the world will come back at some point. So it's a show of faith, really. And with that, let's do, actually, how's sound? Any sound commentary? Good? Great. Those of you who have seen all 7 rent parties may notice that our like sound and visual, audio-visual technique is improving as we go on. We're learning new programs. Now we have a better camera. So I hope that it looks even better every time and sounds even better as well. Let's do one called Vim and Vigor, which I like to dedicate to one of my heroes, and that is Mae West. She has a wonderful autobiography called Goodness Had Nothing to Do with It, that I recommend. I know I got a dirty mind. It's in the gutter all the time. Don't believe that it's a crime. I consider it a service. This ain't 1954. Ain't a man's world anymore. So what you wanna take me for? Do I make you nervous? I roll up about them and bigger, chomping at the bit with my finger on the trigger, pitching up it all lipstick and vinegar. Like, baby, do you dare me? A curse a blue streak like a drunken doxy. I don't give a fuck if you find me foxy. I do what I like to, 'cause I got moxie. And you don't scare me. You don't scare me. Oh no. Oh I deserve half a dozen men to serve me. It stands to reason a couple of them feed me sweets, a couple more to rub my feet, and one or two between my sheets. If I find it pleasing, I roll up off them and bigger, chomping at the bit, got my finger on the trigger. I'm pitching a bit, all lipstick and vinegar. Like, baby, do you dare me? A curse a blue streak like a drunken doxy. Don't give a fuck if you find it boxy. I do what I like to, 'cause I got moxie. And you don't scare me. You don't scare me. Well, I wake up every morning with something to say. I got music to play, lots of good loving all day. And you wake up every morning just hating on me. Well, ain't it easy to see who it feels better to be? Na 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 na. I roll up out them and bigger, chomping at the bit, got my finger on the trigger. I'm pitching a bit, all lipstick and vinegar. Like a baby, do you dare me? Curse a blue streak like a drunken doxy. I don't give a fuck if you find me foxy. I do what I like to, 'cause I got moxie. And you don't scare me. No, you don't scare me. You don't scare me. No. No. Hey. Thank you. I can hear you clapping out there. I know you're there. Gosh, guys, wow. Oh, I wanted to mention, so I sent out some emails and stuff, and I was like, will you bring a friend to the watch party? One of the other things that used to happen in the real world is because you were, like, putting on clothes to go to a place, you might also invite someone to go there with you. So we would play shows, and sometimes there would be people in the audience that had never seen a show before. And these days it doesn't happen so much, because what are you going to do? Call your friend up and be like, you want to put on lipstick and watch a YouTube video with me? But I hope that you did, because that was actually what I had in mind. So I asked people to invite some friends to the show. So if you are a friend of a person who's been at one before, hello and welcome. So great to have you. Hi. Also, if you haven't done that and you do want to invite your friends, I learned about this thing on Facebook called watch parties, which you apparently can do with a live video. And I did it myself just to make sure that it would actually work. So I'm going to tell you how to do it right now. If you're watching on Facebook and you do want your friends to watch the show, here's what you do. You're going to press the share button, which is like right under the video, and then there's a more options, and then there's start a watch party. So if you click start a watch party, it'll share this video on your Facebook page, and I believe what it also does is it gives your friends a notification, and it's like, your friend Pat is watching this live video. Joe, would you like to watch with him? And you can be like, sure, yeah. So we would love that, because again, it's like, it's hard to meet people out here in pandemic land, whether you're trying to meet people for like dating reasons or friend reasons or for playing music reasons. They're all legitimate and valid. So thanks for your help with that project. We are going to do one now from the Buck Up album, which is the most recent album. We have also been working on a brand new album. We'll tell you all about it momentarily, and then we'll play you a bunch of the songs. But this one's called Harbor. It isn't safe out here, it's perfectly clear. I should have known it was a big mistake. I could have stayed at home, not answered the phone, and never given you my heart to break. But lovers run to ruin, soldiers run to war. Ships are safe in harbor, but it ain't what ships are for. Hearts are made for breaking, you were made for me. So batten down the hatches, honey, we'll sail away to sea. We had a lot to learn, courage to burn. We were the cutest little fools in town. I wasn't off a mess, but you were the best, and I was trying not to let you down. But lovers run to ruin, soldiers run to war. Ships are safe in harbor, but it ain't what ships are for. Love is for the making. You were made for me. So batten down the hatches, honey, we'll sail away to sea. It can seem insane, the wind and the rain howling through the dark of the night. But when the stars come out, the darkest of doubt is nothing to the joy of their light. It isn't safe out there, and you're getting scared, and honey, you got every right to be. But the time is now, so steady the prow and go ahead into the mystery. Lovers run to ruin, soldiers run to war. Ships are safe in harbor, but that ain't what ships are for. Hearts are made for breaking. You were made for me. So batten down the hatches, honey, we'll sail away to sea. Aw, that was really pretty, guys. Aw, music. Yeah, guys. Gosh. One thing I've kind of liked about these rent parties is just like having a moment every month to reflect upon what has happened in the previous month. It's not like it's been awesome, but it's kind of good to just take a moment and like breathe and be like, there are people out there in the rest of the world and they're all freaking out too. And like somehow the fact that we're all freaking out together makes me feel more calm. I don't know if you guys have that feeling. So I just want to take a moment to like breathe in the new autumnal air. Breathe out the whole month of September. Fuck it, you know? And then August was also bad. Let's just let it all, let it go.
Breathe out August.
Breathe it right the heck
I'm
out.
still breathing out April.
I'm still breathing out March, too.
Yeah, March was the big shock, but it's not like it's improved really since then. Yeah, anyway, thank you for being here with us. It does feel good to know you're out there taking a deep breath with us. One of the other things we've been doing to mark time, because I think if you are still at home, if you're not an essential worker or a person in a state that's decided to send people back to work for some reason, you are home a lot. We've mostly been home. And we lose track of time. It starts to feel like you've been in your house forever. You also feel like things that happened in March were like just last week. How was that 7 months ago? What? So we've created some rituals, and one of my favorites is Special Egg Sunday. So today, we usually do rent parties on a Saturday, but today we're doing one on Special Egg Sunday. So I just want to say I am the Eggman and Cuckoo Choo, and also with you. We have a whole chant. It goes with it. Anyway, we had some fresh sourdough bread and some eggs this morning, so I feel good. I feel good, energized. You guys are glad I didn't do the whole chant, aren't you? It gets like progressively weirder and more offensive, but just take our word for it. It's good.
It's your show.
It's my show. Let's play Lovin' Is Easy. Back in the day when things existed, I would travel around the world and meet boys and get crushes on them and write them songs. And this is a song about that activity, really, more than about any particular boy. I'm in love with you, but it's alright. I fall in love nearly every night, and it fills up my heart so I can't keep it in. So I hope you don't mind if I say it again. I'm in love with you, but it's okay. I fall in love almost every day. I'm in love with the boys in the band down my street, and with every good poet I happen to meet. 'Cause loving is easy, it's taking a breath. I do it all day till the day of my death. I don't wanna own you, you don't have to stay. Just as long as I've known you, I wanted to say I'm in love with you. Is that a sin? Just look at the state that you've got me in. When I think of your hands, of your eyes, of your tongue, I get suddenly foolish and humble and young. 'Cause I'm in love with you, honey. Don't be afraid, I fell in love with the love that we made. But it's none of my business if you can love me. You don't have to earn it, I'm giving it free. 'Cause loving is easy, it's taking a breath. I do it all day till the day of my death. I don't wanna own you, you don't have to stay. Just as long as I've known you, I wanted to say I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. Yeah, guys. Thank you. Okay, we have some news from the front. Okay, I haven't talked about Patreon yet. Good point. Patreon is a wonderful, magical place where we can hang out all month and not just at rent parties, but only on the internet. That is true. You can become a patron, and then I'll give you all of the new stuff that we make as soon as we make it, basically. So we just drove all the way across the country to Los Angeles from Philadelphia. Us guys, and Grace, who's here as well. We drove across the country, we camped at KOAs, and the point was to get to Los Angeles so that we could record an album in a real recording studio. We were very safe. We are still COVID-free as far as we know. We did not eat in restaurants. Everything was cool. But my point is, that was to record all these new songs. But if you can't wait for the new album to come out, you can hear all of those songs on Patreon in their demo form. I also heard that we already have some new patrons. Wow, a bunch. Edmund, Linnea, Joseph, Art, Donna and Walt, and Patty. Yay! We love you! Thank you. And one more quick thing about Patreon. This is the second month where we're trying a thing where there is a VIP after party. Very important patrons only. So if you want to become a patron, now is a great time to do it, because once we're done with this show, we're going to do an after party on Zoom that's just for patrons. We're all going to sit and share songs with each other. And also, I asked people to bring a quote that makes them feel better about the feeling of doom and apocalypse that's all around us. So it's going to be sort of a little inspiration sesh where we can try and comfort each other with music and with words, which are two of my favorite things, I'll be honest. Speaking of comforting ourselves with music and words, I really hate trolls on the internet. They really are bad. If you're a troll, you should leave. Someone will ban you, I hope. But every time I post a political thing now, I get a bunch of people being like, well, you should keep your mouth shut and not talk about politics. And I'm like, welcome to my life. I've been talking about politics the whole goddamn time. You just got here. That's not my fault. You can leave now. Anyway, trolls on the internet. I got a troll on the internet years ago, and he really pissed me off, and so I decided to write him a song. And this is that song. It's called Fat and Happy. When I'm fat and happy and high on the hog, will you still be moaning like a three-legged dog? Will you still be lying like a bump on a log? When I'm fat and happy and high on the hog. Na 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 na. When I'm fat and happy and rich as a roo, will you know of anything better to do? Or will you still be crying 'cause you haven't a clue why I'm fat and happy and rich as a roo? Well, I heard lately you were talking trash. I guess you wanted somebody to bash. I say you better try to make amends, 'cause your words may be bitter when you eat them again. When I'm fat and happy and hitting it big, will you still be whining like a suckling pig? Or will you be begging to get on the gig when I'm fat and happy and hitting it big? I heard lately you were talking trash. I guess you wanted somebody to bash. I say you better go and drink your gin, 'cause your words may be bitter when you eat them again. When I'm fat and happy and famous as fuck, will you still be honking like a Canada duck? Or will you be crying 'cause you're shit out of luck? When I'm fat and happy and famous as fuck. Woo! Na, 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 na. When I'm fat and happy. When I'm fat and happy. When I'm fat and happy and high on the hog. Oh, it feels good. It feels good. Thanks, guys. Oh my gosh, we're already up to $927. Gosh, that's very exciting. When you donate, you make a troll cry. Nice, John. Nailing it. Excellent, excellent. Speaking of politics, I guess we'll get into some political stuff. We somehow sort of avoided it until now. I have some epaulettes on right now that say, I don't know if you can see it because it's upside down. It says fuck fascism. I think each of us is wearing a fuck fascism pin right now. We always like to remind people, especially when the Proud Boys are marching all over the nation like they fucking own the place. Fuck fascism, never fuck a fascist. That's right, folks, you heard it here. Right now we're going to do a political one from the previous album. It is called American Kid. Just about being a kid growing up in America and then coming of age and being like, oh shit, I thought this place was awesome. And I now realize it's more complicated than that. Isn't it? So complicated all the time. 1, 2. I was once an American kid, growing up on hollowed ground. Rode to the river on a pretty red horse in a pretty little country town. But I grew up fast and I cast my vote for the president. And I had my doubts, but I still had hope until I read the finer print. Don't look now, but it won't be long. They're gonna wonder what we did, and we'll have to admit that we done them wrong. God help the American kid. Oh, God help the American kid. Well, I read the news and the papers too, and I see 'em on the TV screen. Maybe they know not what they do, but I wish they'd say what they mean. We stole this nation fair and square, and a whole lot of people in chains, but it was all for the glory of God, I swear, and the glory of capital gains. Don't look now, but it won't be long. They're gonna wonder what we did, and we'll have to admit that we done them wrong. God help the American kid. Oh, God help the American kid. And all the little kids all around the world, some have and others don't. God loves all the boys and girls. God knows America won't. I hear them holler in my head. Can you hear that lonesome sound? Well, it may be true that we've made our bed, but I ain't taking it lying down. Don't look now, but it won't be long. They're gonna wonder what we did, and we'll have to admit that we done them wrong. God help the American kid. Oh, God help the American kid. God help the American kid. That one you gotta breathe in and then you gotta breathe out like hundreds of years. It takes a while. Whew. It's good though. Good to do it every once in a while. All right. Well, we're gonna get into a couple of requests, and then we're gonna get into some of the new songs that we just worked on a record of. I think that was grammatical. A lot of people want to hear the John Prine song, and we absolutely are going to play it, but we're probably going to play it around the end. So if you just can't stand any of the other songs, you can go make a snack. Come back later. We'll still be here. But right now we are going to play a song called To Be Known, which is from the So Ferocious record, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, the melancholy on the wind, low as a prayer spoken. You feel it blowing through you, everywhere your heart is broken. Haunts you like a shadow when you're walking through the city on your own. Oh, the ghosts who holler in the night try to make you lonely. If in desperation someone says that you're the only one they want, you go to sleep beside them, but you wake up all alone. Isn't it all you've ever wanted? To be known. waiting for you. And all your emptiness would end if only they'd adore you. How you had a child's way of dreaming. Don't you miss it now you've grown? Isn't it all you've ever wanted to be known? Shuffle through you, how it breaks you open till you're singing hallelujah. Never know the gravity of grace until it hits you like a stone. And isn't it all you've ever wanted to be known? To be known. I think I haven't played that in maybe a year. Have you?
A couple times last
You,
week.
you sit at home and play it in your house, just sing it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Certainly. Well, goodness gracious. Let me see. Oh, we have raised $1,200 of $32.50. Yeah, I just want to say, a couple of things about that. We have made rent 6 times in a row in a pandemic, which I'm really proud of us, and I'm really proud of you guys for making that happen. Because I don't know if you've heard, but a lot of people can't make rent right now, including most of the musicians that we know. So I feel really, really, really lucky to have you guys, and I want to thank you so much for being here. And thank you to those of you who donate. And if you also are having trouble making rent and you can't donate, please know that we totally love you and feel for you and want you here. Absolutely 100,000%. This is not contingent on you giving us money in any way. We also just want to be with you and play songs for you and try and cheer everybody up at least once a month. Yeah. Oh, and also if you want to help but you don't want to help with money, share the video with your friends. That would be great. Boom. Exactly. And with that, we're going to do another really heavy song about a really heavy topic. This is called Mustache. I remember it like last night, the night that I met you. You were putting on a necktie. You had a stick and poke tattoo, and I said, my, good God, what have I got to do to get to know you, baby? You were handsomer than John Wayne, with size 11 shoes. Said your daddy had an airplane, and you were drinking fancy booze. But when the fever finally broke, it all seemed like a terrible joke. Honey, why'd you have to grow that mustache? You know, you could have been a member of a very exclusive club. You could have been a contender. I would have given you all my love. But when the fever finally broke, it all seemed like a terrible joke. Honey, why'd you have to grow that mustache? Ooh. Every time I look at you, I feel the same. Why don't you cut it out? Every time you talk, I think it's such a shame. You had such a pretty mouth, such a pretty mouth. And when the fever finally broke, it all seemed like a terrible joke. Honey, why'd you have to grow that mustache? Why, Pat? Why? And when the fever finally broke, it all seemed like a terrible joke. Honey, why'd you have to grow that mustache?
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 Why'd you have to grow that mustache? No, no, no! Oh, I'm really glad we can be here together just sharing about what's really important in life. You know, the importance of not wearing facial hair that is unflattering. It's up there with be mad at Nazis and, I'm just, no, leave it alone. All right, well, hey, we have arrived at the part of the show where we get to play a bunch of new songs. So, guys, you remember when we drove to California?
Yeah, that was yesterday. Yeah.
Essentially yesterday. We got back Friday night.
Cool.
Today is Sunday. You know that because we ate special eggs.
That's right. That's how I know it's Sunday.
Yeah, we drove to California. Any highlights? What did you guys enjoy the most?
The shooting star in Utah that we saw. Pretty amazing.
That was really epic. Yeah, we were at a campground in Utah in like some hills in Sevier, Utah.
Sevier? Yeah, Sevier.
So it was like Sevier. So it was like a canyon, and it was all dark, and we were doing a campfire, and Pat made us hamburgers. We were eating very well at our campsites.
Oh, yeah.
Pat made blue cheese stuffed hamburgers.
Yeah.
We had a little Lafroig, little tiny little scotches, and we were just sitting by the campfire, and suddenly, like, the sky, there was just an extremely bright thing.
Completely lit up. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was like, that's about how long it took.
Yeah.
And
that's
then,
the sound it made, too.
yeah. And then a couple minutes later, we heard a really loud boom, which we think was probably it either hitting the earth or breaking the sound barrier.
Yeah.
But it was like, because we were in a canyon, it was like, boom. It was like very low, like a far away thunderstorm. It was awesome. That was good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Joe, highlights? Did you like any of it or not really?
Yeah. I like the ghost towns on Route 66.
That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on the way back we did like the southern route, and we did some Route 66 stuff, including Tucumcari. Was that the little weird one? Little weird ghost town. Loved it. We went to Blake's Lotta Burger. Another epic meal. We got takeout. Don't be mad. And yeah, it was really fun. Oh yeah, and then in between all that, we also made an album.
Oh, yeah. That, too.
We are working with a producer named Tyler Chester, who is really great, and we like him very much. And he was really fun to work with, and he works in LA and has a big studio, so that's why we did all that. Because we figured, hey, why not drive across the country? What else are we doing? And it was true. Okay, so with that, we're going to just launch into these. Oh, wait, Party at the End of the World is the one we're supposed to do. I lied. That makes sense. This record has a theme of apocalypse. I can't say why. I have a great imagination, I guess. Here's one of them. 2. It's hard to tell, but here's the story. We're going out in a blaze of glory. It's too late now to fix this mess. kiss. Oh, there's a party at the end of the world. Let's go to the party at the end of the world. We'll dance with a beautiful girl. It's our last chance. Party at the end of the world. There's a party at the end. We can dance and we can kiss and toast to all the things we'll miss. Snow in winter, rain in summer, banging drums and banging drummers. Oh, there's a party at the end of the world. Let's go to the party at the end of the world. We'll dance with a beautiful girl. It's our last chance. Party at the end of the world. There's a party at the end. Oh, there's a party at the end of the world. Let's go to the party at the end of the world. We'll dance with a beautiful girl. It's our last chance. Party at the end of the world. There's a party at the end. Bang a drum and sing around and pass the rum. We're going down. Bang a drum and sing around and pass the rum. We're going down. Bang a drum and sing around and pass the rum. We're going down. Oh, oh, so uplifting. It's my feeling that you gotta go through all the emotions here at the apocalypse. You gotta go through some rage and some grieving. But you also gotta go through some love and some hope. So let's get to that, I think. Yeah. Actually, let's do Be Good next. Speaking of that. This is a big love and hope track. This is I think the last one I finished writing, second to last one. The last couple songs that I wrote for the album are both a lot more positive, and it was because even though we were in a pandemic at that point, I wrote Party at the End of the World like over a year ago, so I didn't even know what we were dealing with. Anyway, I realized like in May or June that we really needed some uplifting tunes on this album as well, if we were to go on, which we are to go on, to be clear. So this one's called Be Good. Jesus Christ was a handsome man. He had nothing to hide. He said, give bread to the hungry, bring the homeless inside. Jesus Christ was a dangerous man. That's the way that he died, saying, be good to the people you love and love everybody alive. Be good to the people. Be good to the people. Be good to the people you love. God's children are brothers. Don't cast your brother aside. Dr. King was a dangerous man. That's the way that he died, saying, be good to the people you love and love everybody alive. Be good to the people. Be good to the people. Be good to the people you love and love everybody alive. There ain't nothing more criminal than kindness, 'cause there ain't nothing more valuable than blindness. We'll make anyone a martyr who remind us everybody got a right to be free. Be good to the people. Be good to the people. Be good to the people you love. Love everybody alive. Be good to the people. Be good to the people. Be good to the people you love. Love everybody alive. Love everybody alive. Love everybody alive. Woo! I'm feeling it. Yeah, guys. Oh, we got some notes. We got some updates. Yes, amazing. Okay. First, though, while we're on the subject of being good to the people, you've probably been wondering, where did she get such an awesome shirt? Right? I know you're sitting here being like, that shirt's amazing. How do I get a shirt like that? It says, no revolution without women's liberation. And it has some heroes of revolutionary thinking on it. Angela Davis and Layla Khaled, who I had to look up. She's a Palestinian liberation fighter. Anyway, the shirt is from an organization called PSL. They have a spot here in Philly called the Philly Liberation Center. And I'm telling you this because they just started a Patreon, and I helped them set it up, and they're doing like their initial Patreon drive. So I'm going to tell you some of the things they've done that I think are amazing and wonderful. Speaking of that song, it was like, give bread to the hungry and bring the homeless inside. That's basically what PSL is working on, feeding people that don't have food and helping people have houses. So a couple of things they've done here in Philly. They have something called the US program that they started in March, right at the beginning of the pandemic. And they are getting huge donations of food and delivering them to families who have lost their jobs or are undocumented and so aren't eligible for the relief that some of us have been getting from the government. So they've delivered over 100,000 grocery deliveries. Each one is worth a week of food to families here in Philly. So they're pretty good operation going. They also just started an anti-eviction network here where you can like call a hotline if you're getting evicted, and they will connect you to resources in Philly to make sure that you A, don't get evicted, and B, if you get evicted, you're not going to just end up in the huge homeless encampment that is happening in Philly. So anyway, PSL is great. The Liberation Center is great, and you can see there's a link right there. Boom, right there, where you can become a patron. And I want to tell you about it because if you're already a patron of mine, thank you. You make my life possible. But that's super convenient because that means you're already on Patreon. You can just go blink, and now you're a patron of PSL too, and you get a free shirt. That's where I was going with this. I got there eventually. Anyway. So yes, PSL stuff. Okay, I heard that we have some new patrons, Chris and Sarah. Yay! Woo! Ow! Yeah. And with that, we're going to play another new song. Really perfect segue. I'm really impressed myself. Let's do Ain't No Sin. Yeah? Yeah. This is kind of a churchy one. Some of you might have heard us. We were playing it on our spring tour right before everything exploded. And another thing we were doing at those shows was I exported a thing that I found at my church I used to go to in New Orleans, which is everybody would hug each other in the church and say, "There's greatness inside of you." And it was just the most beautiful, moving thing. And there were a couple like little toddlers in the church, and you would get like a hug from a 2-year-old being like, "There's greatness inside of you," and it just really brightened your whole week. So back in March, we actually had people hug each other at our shows. Doesn't it sound insane now? I guess it was in February.
Yeah, it was mostly
It was February.
So it's
We
not that bad.
We knew not what we did. I hope that no one got COVID from it. Anyway, there's greatness inside of you. That's where I'm going with this. Well, my mama said that I ought to be committed, and my daddy said that I ought to go to church, and the preacher said that I ought to be repenting till the day they lay me down in the dirt. But when I go and I get to heaven, well, I know that I'm gonna get in, 'cause I'm just the way that the good Lord made me. And it might be crazy, but it ain't no sin. No, it ain't no sin. Well, maybe I lay with the wrong kind of lover, got an aching heart and a worrying mind, and I ain't obeyed my father and mother, but I tell the truth and I try to be kind. So when I go and I get to heaven, well, I know that I'm gonna get in, 'cause I'm just the way that the good Lord made me. And it might be crazy, but it ain't no sin. No, it ain't no sin. Hallelujah. How sweet the sound. I was lost, now found. And when I go and I get to heaven, well, I know that I'm gonna get in, 'cause I'm just the way that the good Lord made me. And it might be crazy, but it ain't no sin. No, it ain't no sin. Ain't no sin. It ain't no sin. Yeah. Oh, by the way, me and Joe wrote that song together. That's a co-write right there. Joe Plowman, bass man. Cool. Did I say Chris and Sarah became patrons? I don't think I did. Chris and Sarah became patrons. Thank you, guys. Hello and welcome. We'll see you at the after party. 6 p.m. ET. Gosh, okay, looks like we are an hour through this thing, which is great because we have lots of songs still. And I don't know how much money, there it is. We have raised almost $2,000 out of $3,250, which is really, really cool. Wow, guys. Yeah, it's good.
That's so nice.
That's so nice. You make us feel good and happy. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. All right. Is that the key or is it? I know all these songs because I wrote them. Cool. This one is called So Long New Orleans or So Long New Orleans. You say New Orleans in real life, but you say New Orleans in song pretty much exclusively because it's hard to rhyme with uns. So yeah, there's another new one. It'll be on the record. New Orleans is crazy. There's nothing she won't do. And if you hang around with her, she'll make you do it too. From the mouth of the Mississippi to the banks of Pontchartrain, black and greasy be thy heart, hallowed be thy name, hallowed be thy name. And she just the sweetest thing you've seen. So long, New Orleans. So long, New Orleans. There ain't nowhere better. There ain't nowhere worse. Just when you think she's blessing you, you're bound to get a curse. She'll feed you at a table. She'll show you to her room. But are you rocking in her cradle or rotting in her tomb? Rotting in her tomb. They suggest the sweetest thing you've seen. So long, New Orleans. So long, New Orleans. New Orleans is tragic. There's nothing she won't lose. If she ain't taking water, she's giving us the blues. From the mouth of the Mississippi to the banks of Pontchartrain, black and greasy be thy heart, hallowed be thy name, hallowed be thy Yeah. Oh, that made me want to mention, you're seeing a couple of paintings on the wall. You might recognize the blue one. If you have the Buck Up album on vinyl, that is the cover. It's not the CD cover, but it is the vinyl cover. And also behind Joe is a second one. Oh! Both those paintings are by a wonderful artist named Marshall Blevins, who's from Lafayette, Louisiana. And she is on Instagram as Church Goin' Mule. And I really love her work. I have like 6 more of her paintings, and I know that because I just moved up here from New Orleans, so I only could pack the essential things, and it turned out all 6 of them had to come with me. So yeah, Marshall, shout out. And with that, let's do a little tune called All My Love. Live arrangement, not the album arrangement. I don't remember what it is. They're close. I wrote this song in London, England, a whole other place where I once was. Crazy, right? I was in London because I was on a tour with 2 amazing songwriters. Anais Mitchell was one of them. I was opening for her mostly in Ireland, and then Gregory Alan Isakov I was opening for in England and Scotland or something. I forget. Anyway, I was gallivanting around Europe just because that was a thing that we used to do. It was like I had shows, and in between the shows, I had to just like fuck off somewhere and find something to do, which is really easy when you're in a foreign land. So I was in London, I was in the tube, and the like chorus of this song kind of dropped into my head, and I ran all the way back to the flat I was staying in so that I wouldn't forget it. And I didn't. The sun is going down, so there ain't no way around it now. All our kisses are a sign, saying this'll be the last time. But if I had 1,000 years of kissing you, it might not be enough. Honey, don't turn out the light. Let me try tonight to give you all my love. Now the moon is coming out, so there isn't any doubt now. With your body touching mine, and your eyes are full of moonshine. If I had 1,000 years to look at you, it might not be enough. Honey, don't turn out the light. Let me try tonight to give you all my love. All my love. All my love. So the world is burning down, and there ain't no turning round now, and nobody's keeping score, and you wonder what you fight for. But if we had 1,000 years to love this world, it might not be enough. Honey, don't give up the fight. Shine that little light. Give it all your love. Honey, don't give up the fight. Shine that little light. Give it all your love. Man, oh my gosh. While we were playing that, I remembered that was the last song I played on a stage ever. On March 1st in Portland. That was my encore. I came out solo, played that song, and then I was like, "Great to see you, Portland. I'll see you soon." Nope. Oh, if we had known then what we know now. I guess nothing would have been different. We probably would have been doing the same shit, but with less hugging, for sure. Cool. So I heard, wow, okay, this is cool. We've raised 2106, which is awesome because I happen to know that we have a $500 matching grant, which means once we get to 2250, which is really soon, then every dollar that people donate is going to be doubled by our generous anonymous donor. Actually, she didn't say she wanted to be anonymous. Her name's Heidi. She's one of my favorite people ever. And she's currently not watching the rent party because she is protesting at the Supreme Court to try and keep them from nominating what's-her-face. Anyway, I love Heidi. She gave us part of that matching grant, and some other people gave us the other parts, and so all together, we're hoping that you will give us some money and it'll go twice as far. Thank you. What are we supposed to do now? Oh, even better. My fave. Speaking of people marching, one of the many pieces of bad news that we received this week here in the United States is that the Proud Boys have been marching. You know about these guys? The Proud Boys. They sound really special, don't they? They've been marching in a bunch of cities to be like, we're proud of being white. You guys think we shouldn't be proud of being white, but we are proud of being white. But we basically just want them to shut up, really, is is what it's all about. If they weren't, like, advocating race science that doesn't exist, I think everybody would be more comfortable with them being proud of being white. Anyway, the Proud Boys are marching. There's counter-protesters also. They were marching in Philly. We missed them, which was great, because I don't really want to meet any Proud Boys. And these guys have been marching on and off for the last few years. There was that big march in Charlottesville, the Unite the Right rally. I grew up really close to Charlottesville, Virginia, and I had a lot of friends that were there counter-protesting. So when that thing happened, and I was like, what the fuck? Where did these Nazis come from? I thought that we were done with that. I wrote a song. It's called Shit List. 1, 2, 3. You come in at the top of my shit list, even though you look a little punk rock. You talk real loud, but you're totally witless. I think we had enough of hearing you talk, so your life ain't the dream that you thought it would be. So you cry and you scream like a cat in a tree. You want a medal just for being a white boy. That ain't the way we do it no more. That ain't the way we do it no more. That ain't the way we do it no more. You got away with this shit before. That ain't the way we're gonna do it no more. No! I wish you'd never come out of that foxhole. Thought we were rid of you back in 45. Your baby Jesus won't save your soul. He said you better leave your neighbor alive, so your life ain't the dream that you think you deserve. And the kids on the street really get on your nerves. You want a medal just for being a white boy. That ain't the way we'll do it no more. That ain't the way we do it no more. That ain't the way we do it no more. You got away with this shit before, but that ain't the way we're gonna do it no more. No! So you want a white nation, mass deportation, keep the white man rich and keep the women in the kitchen. Ha! Well, that ain't the way we do it no more. That ain't the way we do it no more. You got away with that shit before, but that ain't the way we're gonna do it no more. That ain't the way we're gonna do it no more. No! Oh! Well, you say we should go back where we came from, thinking maybe that you should as well. Put your money where your mealy little mouth is and go right back to hell. Oh, you just gotta yell it out sometimes, you know? It's like we said before, you gotta take a moment to breathe. You also just have to take a moment to yell. You gotta take both kinds of moments. Depends on the day. Actually, most days in this pandemic, it's been both. It's like, let's calmly meditate and breathe. And it's like, let's fucking just shout and cry. And then you go back to the breathing, you know?
Yeah.
It's a virtuous cycle.
It's been every day for me.
Yeah. You gotta have it's like a whole series of things. You gotta have a breathing meditation, and then you have to have a screaming and crying, and then you have to like eat some ice cream. You have to take a nap. Then you start over. Oh, boy. By the way, I don't know if you've heard there's an election coming up. I feel like if you're watching this, there's like a 99.999% chance that you know there's an election coming up. You know you have to vote for Biden, even if you don't like him. Biden sucks, vote Biden. That's my approach. I'm absolutely voting for Biden, 100,000%. I also think he was the worst candidate of all the candidates we could have had. But he's not even in the ballpark of, like, ballparks close to as terrible as Trump is. Trump is absolutely a fascist. 4 more years of Trump will absolutely mean that America is now a fascist state. If we aren't already, it can always get worse. That's really my point. We could always do worse than Biden, and we might. And so, please vote. Yeah, voting. It's one thing. Oh, let's do that. Maybe I'll do Mercy a little later. Let's do Down in the Streets.
All right.
Oh, this is a perfect one. In addition to voting, okay, we're $1,000 away from our goal, which means we have a generous matching grant, which means all your donations for the next, whatever we have, 40 minutes will be doubled until we meet our goal. So go ahead and donate. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Excuse me, wow, special eggs. Oh yeah, so in addition to voting, I'm a big fan of other ways of engaging in the democratic process, which include organizing, supporting organizations such as the Philly Liberation Center, and protesting. That's one of the great forms of democracy. We're big fans. And here is a song about the third one. Yeah?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Mama, it's a disaster, going faster and faster, and all of my heroes turning out to be bastards. Ain't no peace to be found in this company town, 'cause the house will keep winning till we burn the house down. So all my friends in the streets tonight, we go singing. All my friends who are down and out, we gonna fight. For all our friends in the up above, with all our rage and all our love, adding fuel to the fire down in the streets tonight, where they called it a riot, 'cause we ain't keeping quiet. But if you've been listening, we know you don't buy it. And they say we've been stealing, but who's the real villain? When we can't even make a living, they're out there making a killing. So all my friends in the streets tonight, we go singing. All my friends who are down and out, we gonna fight. For all our friends in the up above, with all our rage and all our love, adding fuel to the fire down in the streets tonight. Well, you can lock us up and you can knock us down. We're the ones who run this town. We're gonna shout it out until we make them face. We're the ones who own this place. You can lock us up and you can knock us down. We're the ones who own this town. We're gonna shout it out until we make them face. We're the ones who run this place. So all my friends in the streets tonight, we go singing. All my friends who are down and out, we gonna fight. For all our friends in the up above, with all our rage and all our love, adding fuel to the fire down in the streets tonight. Down in the streets tonight. Down in the streets tonight. Yeah. Cool. That's almost all the songs that are going to be on the new record. There is one more. Maybe I'll do it now. I think I'll do it now.
Okay.
There's one more that is going to be on the record that I'm going to play for you now. It's called Mercy. And then we'll move on to a few requests, and we'll get to that John Prine song for y'all. Hey guys. Oh my God, we made it.
Oh my shit.
What?
Hey, we made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, skunk. Yeah, skunk. Skunk's really excited. Wow. Oh wait, we didn't make rent. Nope, sorry, I can't read. It's too far away. We made 2750. Whoops! Yay! We probably will make rent though. I feel confident about that. Thank you guys so much for being here. As we just continue to figure out how the new world works. We're all figuring it out together. So this is very likely to be the last song on the record. Sequencing albums is one of my favorite and also most challenging things that I do. So I can't 100% say what the sequence will be, but I think there's a good chance this will be the final song. And this one is for my sweet, sweet husband, John, who is also the one making those banners that are so cute that I sometimes can read and sometimes can't. There we go. Aww. You got a love that keeps me warm, slow rolling like a thunderstorm, low humming like a summer night. You got a love that treats me right, got lucky running into you, half grown at only 22. Back when I was a running kind, you had a love to ease my mind, and the world burns on below. But how sweet the world could be if every heart could know the mercy that you show to me. You got a love that knows the way, slow falling like a snowy day, soft glowing like a winter night. You got a love that shines a light. How crazy after all these years, you'd still be moving me to tears. So happy just to lie me down beside a love that sticks around, and the world burns on below. But how sweet it all could be if every heart could know the mercy that you show to me. Ooh, the mercy that you show to me. Mwah. Come on in, guys. Yeah. Let's do a few of these good people's requests. Oh my gosh, now we almost have really made it, if I'm reading that correctly. We've raised $3,000.
Dang.
Wow. Donations will be doubled until we reach our goal, which is really close. Oh my god. I can't believe we're going to do it again. We got a new patron also named Nancy. Hello, Nancy. Thank you for being a patron.
Hey,
That's good NPR voice, Pat.
thanks.
We're excited to see you at the after party. So we did a Patreon after party last month, and it was pretty fun. It was like very disorganized because because life often is in a pandemic, it turns out. So I hadn't really prepared for there being as many people as there were, and so we were like, what do we do? But what we ended up doing was everyone shared songs with each other, and we like found a bunch of really good music. I was really excited. We were all excited that our patrons have good taste, because you know, it's crazy. Like, it's like when you find out that your partner has an ex who's just horrible, and you're like, am I too horrible? Am I also horrible? It seems like if I'm your type, I must be horrible. So anyway, I was really excited that some of the people that like my music also like other good music. That's really nice. So with that, let's do some of these requests, starting with Twister. That bee is just having a day. Having a whole day. This guitar did just drive all the way across the country and experience a vast array of climates, so I shouldn't be too hard on her.
And fire.
Including fire. That's the main climate you do not want to experience. Well, it all went down when I heard him sing like whiskey. It was wild and warm. Heard the preacher preach and the bells all ring, and the rumble of a gathering storm. And when he took my hand, the wind blew strong. I said, put that down and back away slow. I've had about enough out of you now, mister. Well, I can't help you if you don't know. But if it ain't nailed down, we're gonna lose it in the twister. Turn tail, jump ship, hop on a train. You better run, boy, for you in a world of pain. I can hear it coming and we ain't even kissed. If it ain't nailed down, we're gonna lose it in the twister. Well, I'm not sure he heard a word I said, or really if I said it at all. 'Cause the next I know I was in his bed with a window and a clock on the wall. And the clock stopped ticking and the sky went black. I said, good goddamn, well, what have we done? We tried to beat the devil, but we couldn't resist her. We laid down when we should have turned and run. And if it ain't nailed down, we're gonna lose it in the twister. Turn tail, jump ship, hop on a train. You better run, boy, for you're in a world of pain. Can't beat the devil, so you got to resist. If it ain't nailed down, we're gonna lose it in the twister. I had a home, now I got a hole in the ground. Had a man, now I got a man about town. So take it from the lady in the rubble and wreck. When you feel it on the back of your neck, just turn tail, jump ship, hop on a train. You better run, girl, for you're in a world of pain. Can't beat the devil, so you got to resist. If it ain't nailed down, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna have to turn tail, jump ship, hop on a train. You better run, girl, for you in a world of pain. Can't beat the devil, so you got to resist. If it ain't nailed down, you're gonna lose it in the twister. Yeah. Good one. It's just so awkward when there's no clapping. I keep feeling like I have to be like, I liked it. But then I wrote them, so it just really makes it weird. I'm making it weird. New patrons, Karen and Kathleen. Woo! Oh, go. Yeah. All right. Let's do a request. We've been getting over and over again a request for Backbone, so I think we should play it. What the heck? Why not? You know, we know how. You want to hear it? We know how to. Well, we're $100 from our goal. Sorry, I like. Sorry for the false celebration there, everybody.
Blow it too soon.
But now we're actually $100 from our goal. What'd you say?
Yeah, blow it too soon.
I shot my wad. Let's play a song. We all know a man can be a delicate thing. It can be soft and sweet like sugar wrapped in butter. I don't mind your company, but if you wanna make me sing, keep in mind that I am not your mother. Show me something I can rely on, or I would rather be alone. You give your heart, but I wanna see your backbone. Every time you talk to me, there's worry in your eyes. I wonder, what on earth could you be so afraid of? I ain't gonna hurt you, honey. I ain't even half your size. Step on up, show me what you're made of. Show me something I can rely on, or I would rather be alone. You give your heart, but I wanna see your backbone. Where's your backbone? Baby, I know what I'm looking for. I don't wanna ask you anymore. Honey, I've already conquered all I can. Now I just wanna be a woman. All you gotta be is a man. Yeah, be a man. You give your heart, but I'd rather have your backbone. This is how it's always been. It is this way still. It really isn't something we need to debate. You say you're gonna please me, but I don't see how you will when you can't even stand up straight. Show me something I can rely on, or I would rather be alone. You give your heart, but I wanna see your backbone. Baby, show me something I can rely on, or I would rather be alone. Yeah. Gentlemen. Nice. Now we've really done it. One more time with feeling. Oh my god. Introducing Dom Gruyere. Yes. Wow. Thank you guys so much. You made our whole month again, literally. You have been the best thing to happen to us every month now for 7 months. It's just literally true. I'm just telling you how it really is. You know, not that there's a lot of competition for good news these days, but you have won it. That's really cool. That reminded me, one of the things we did on Patreon, if you're thinking about becoming a patron and you're like, I don't know, I don't care about after parties. One of the things we did last month is we spent a couple days at Pat's house, which is in the Rockaways in New York at the beach, and we recorded a bunch of joke songs. So we have written many joke songs over the years, which is something a lot of musicians will do and a lot of other people will do because it's fun. So we've written a lot of joke songs, but we've never actually recorded them until now. And one of the characters who appeared on that joke songs playlist is a man that we call Dom Gruyere. And he's one of Joe's alter egos. And that's his catchphrase. So I'll be like, Wallaby, why not the wallaby? That's just a taste. You could have the full thing if you were a patron.
And you're gonna want that whole thing.
You're gonna want to know about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of swing songs, let's play Baby Can Dance. This is maybe my oldest song that we still play, and I think that's cool. I think I wrote this song like 15 years ago. I know that because I didn't know Joe yet, and I've known Joe for 11 years. A 1, 2. He got a frame like a busted bike. He got a face that nobody likes to see. Nobody but me. He got a thing or two to learn about love. He act like he ain't never heard of romance. So I'd give him a chance. My baby can dance. My baby can swing. My baby can shake me slow so I don't need no other thing. My baby can dance. My baby can sway. My baby can hold me tight enough to drive my cares away. My baby can, we go out to the joint downtown. I dress up and he dress down, but it don't matter one bit. Oh, 'cause we got something better than class. Who needs love when love don't last that long? And all we need is a song. And my baby can dance. My baby can groove. My baby can shut me up so I listen to the music and move. My baby can dance. My baby can sway. My baby can hold me tight enough to drive my cares away. My baby can da 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 da. Woo! My baby can. Oh. My baby can dance. My baby can swing. My baby can shake me slow so I don't need no other thing. My baby can dance. My baby can swing. My baby can hold me tight enough to drive my cares away. Oh yeah. My baby can dance. Oh, I don't know who that was. Must have been Carol Frampton, Dom Gruyere's partner in crime. New patron, Andy. Hello, Andy. We love you, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Woo! Oh man, I'm kind of warm, but like not nearly as warm as I have been on the other ones, which just makes me realize one of the many hopeful things. One of the many things we have to look forward to is the fact that it's going to get cold, and not being able to run the AC during rent parties will get progressively be less of an issue.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
That's the one good thing about getting cold.
That is one thing to look forward to. Okay, people. What do we... Okay, we have some requests for jacket. We'll do that, we'll do this, and we'll do this. We have time for one more. Any of these requests look fun, specifically to you guys? We could do Two Sleepy People, we could do Desire.
I would do Desire.
Yeah.
Peanut Gallery? Let's do it. You got a way about you, baby. I got a hunger for you, man, it's killing me. I'm gonna watch you till they lay me in my grave. You can put on your Sunday suit and dance in my parade. I could die in a flood, shedding blood, or a fire, if I don't die of desire, if I don't die of desire. I saw the Mississippi when I was a child. Wanted to jump into that river running wild. My mama told me when she took me in her arms, all of the things we long for come to do us harm. I could die in a flood, shedding blood, or a fire, if I don't die of desire, if I don't die of desire. When they lay me in my grave, they're gonna say that I lived right. They're gonna cry for me all night. They're gonna laugh at my epitaph. You can live like a king, you can sing in the choir, but we all die of desire. We all die of desire. Oh, yes, we do. It's all true. Well, let's go ahead and play Fishing with You, and then we'll do another couple after that. 'Cause hey, we could do whatever we want. How do they say it in the Tighten Up?
We can dance just as good as we walk.
Oh, that's right. What is it? We can't sing. We can't sing, no, but we dance just as good as we walk. Doing the tighten it up now. Anybody? All right, new patron Phil. Yes. Yeah. That's what it is.
Same key.
Oh, well, it's a good key. What do you want?
It's people's key.
right, this is a song that I wrote for one of my heroes, one of a lot of your heroes, one of all of our heroes, John Prine. He seemed like a wonderful man. I never got to meet him, but I have listened to his songs since before I was born, literally true. So this one is for him. Hey John Prime, thanks for the tunes, they were sweet as peaches, crazy as loons. You were telling us how to be good to each other. Smart ass, smiling, nameless lover, but it's rough down here since we got the news. Might take a miracle to kill these blues. Everybody been crying like a little girl in the whole wide, big old goofy world. But tonight heaven is a happy place. They were all sick of singing Amazing Grace. And now it's fish and whistle, lean on me. Everybody's singing in harmony. Tonight in heaven it must be nice. They're all eating peaches in paradise. And all of them angels lined up in a queue just to go fishing with you. Just to go fishing with you. Hey John Prine, just one more thing. You're the one who made us all wanna sing. You made it look so easy and sound so fun. We'll sing a little sweeter now that you're all done. Please tell Petty we've been breaking down since. Merle and Bowie and Leonard and Prince. You got a pretty good band up there, I guess. We all wish you all the best. But tonight heaven is a happy place. They were all sick of singing Amazing Grace. And now it's fish and whistle, lean on me. Everybody's singing in harmony. Tonight in heaven it must be nice. They're all eating peaches in paradise. All of them angels lined up in a queue just to go fishing with you. Just to go fishing with you. Just to go fishing with Jesus and Petty and you. Yeah, big thanks to John Prine for all of the music, man. He did a really good job being alive. Really good job. Hard to beat that. He gave us so many songs and they're so beautiful and we love them so much. And he was funny the whole time. Damn. That guy really nailed it. And thanks to all of you who found us through that song. That's that little song. I wrote it in like the morning after John Prine died, and it was one of those things. Took me 20 minutes because it was using a bunch of his songs. And I put it on the internet, and then man, 4 million people watched it, and that still just really blows my mind. It's by far the thing that I have made that people have seen the most, and I just think that was just a parting gift from John Prine as far as I'm concerned. So hello to all of you who found us that way, and thank you for sticking around and being at the rent party. And speaking of sticking around, we're gonna do like 2 more songs, and then we're gonna like stop, and then we're gonna like come back in an hour and have an after party. We're probably gonna have Pat make us some margaritas. Do we have limes?
I don't know. I'll make them.
We'll
I'll make the limes. I'll make the limes.
I'll make those limes.
just
Dude, you got a garden.
yeah. We'll forage them.
Yes.
Foraged limes. Anyway, we'll make some drinks. We'll come back up. We'll do a Zoom after party for patrons. If you're just not sick of us yet, you should come hang out. We'll play you. We'll show you songs on Spotify that other people have played, and tell you about why we like them. And you'll get to show us yours too. So if you have songs you want us to hear, come on down to the after party. Here's a little ditty about masturbation. That's right. I said it. I took a good long drive down the NJ Pike, thinking why you gotta be the type of boy I like. Why you act so dumb, all the books you read. You got a body like that, but you're living in your head. I make a quick pit stop at the Molly pitcher. Say you got a girl, I don't see you with you. You say you want a drink, but I want something stiffer. You say I oughta keep it clean, I ain't a Swiffer. Well, I like your shirt, I like your jacket. Like to think about you when I whack it. It doesn't hurt, ain't nothing to it. Call me when you had enough of thinking, honey, let's do it. Yeah. When we met last week in the elevator, said I got a fee to meet her, but I'm gonna see you later. In the bar you were chewing on a Swizzle stick. I said you look so good, you're about to make me sick. We tried to take a walk, but it was too much. You only wanna talk, you know I'm gonna wanna touch. We tried to have a chat, but it was too scary. You're just a Democrat, I'm a revolutionary. Your shirt, I like your jacket. I like to think about you when I whack it. It doesn't hurt, ain't nothing to it. Call me when you had enough of thinking, honey. I like to think about you when I like your shirt, I like your jacket. I like to think about you when I like your shirt, I like your jacket. Oh yes, it's all true. Yeah, you know. New patron Joella Sue. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is fun. PSL. The Philly Liberation Center is what we are calling them. The Philly Liberation Center has 3 new patrons, and I assume that's you guys. So thank you so much for supporting their wonderful work. And remember, you too can have an incredible shirt like this. No revolution without women's liberation. Word up. You can get a shirt like this if you become a patron of PSL, even if you start at like $2 or $3 a month, which I think is their base level. So go to the Philly Liberation Center on Patreon. And help them get to their goal of 200 patrons, and they'll give you a bunch of free stuff. And they'll be like helping a lot of people in Philadelphia. They're like a mutual aid organization, so they are getting some of their operation expenses from this Patreon, but almost everybody who works, I think everybody currently is a volunteer who works for Philly Liberation Center. And they help people not get evicted, and they help people have food to eat during COVID when people don't have jobs. So they're just doing the stuff that you've heard about. You've heard about it in books. You've been like, someone should be doing this. They are doing it. And you don't have to do it. You can just send them money instead. It's so much easier. I recommend it. I'm a patron. I don't know if I mentioned that. I am a patron of Philly Liberation Center. And you know what? I think that we're just going to play one more song, and we're going to just have a drink and have a snack and then do an after party. So, you guys rule. We're going to give you one more hand. Thank you to all the new patrons. Thank you for watching. Thank you for donating and helping us make rent one more time.
7 times.
Month 7. That is insanity. Also, thanks to everybody who invited friends, and thanks to the friends who are here. Nice to meet you. Hello. I'm Carsey. That's Joe. That's Pat. We also have Grace. We also have Nat. We also have John. And Skunk helping us moderate. Skunk's a very good moderator. And with that, we're going to end with the song we've been ending with since it came out, because it's just a good way to end a show. And if you know it, I hope that you'll sing along with us at home. This song was also heavily inspired by John Prine. And it's about how instead of just laying in bed all the time, dreading what's going to happen in November, you got to just buck up. You got to, like, sing some songs. You got to call your friends if you can't see them in real life. And, you know, keep fighting. Ain't nothing gonna happen if we give up. That's really the point. Been lying awake and wondering where it all went wrong. We're running in this human race, but the odds are looking long. So I sat beside my hound dog and I looked into his eyes. I said, what's the use of trying? And to my surprise, he said, buck up, baby, come on, sick 'em, make 'em laugh if you can't lick 'em, keep on shining like you know you should. When it gets bad, that's the way we get it good. Yeah, it is. So I put my shoes on and I walked out in the street. The papers say we're on the way to starting World War III.
Oh shit.
So I took the hand of my paper man. I said, what we gonna do? He just started laughing. He said, I got news for you. You better buck up, baby, come on, sick 'em, make 'em laugh if you can't lick 'em, keep on shining like you know you should. Keep on shining, that's the way we get it good. La 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 la. Keep on shining like you know you should. Keep on shining, that'll get 'em good. They got the money and they're never gonna get enough. But honey, we got the love. Yeah! And we got friends who come out swinging. We get hit and we go home singing. La la la, like we know we should. We keep on shining, that's the way we get 'em good. Sing it! We sing, buck up, baby, come on, sick 'em, make 'em laugh if you can't lick 'em, keep on shining like you know you should. Keep on shining, that's the way to get 'em good. Keep on shining, honey, that'll get 'em good. Woo! Mwah! Buck up, babies. So good to see you. Thank you for listening. We love you very much. Thank you for the money. We love money too. It makes us stay in our houses. We hope you stay in your house for another month. And don't forget to register to vote. I think you still can. And don't forget to vote for Joe Biden. Even though he's not the best candidate, he's a million times better than Trump. Okay, love you. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.